Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Hey, gun.
Play action, Garoppolo. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Trying to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside. But let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Darquez Denard there defensively.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bengals getting set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They begin the drive with Pumphrey. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go. 3-19.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Throw left side complete. That's Hammond. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. AFC Offensive Player of the Week, what do? You hold him?
That's a good start as long as you can get away with it. Otherwise, just giving up penalties and free plays for the offense. But I think you've got to do a combination of things. Chip it his timing at the line of scrimmage, have extra people in the territory for him. You've got to do everything and change it up from snap to snap.
That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Travon Howard.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Like 80! 180! 13! 12! Go ahead! Check, 2!
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now 1 in the first quarter. What do they do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move, but the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you adjust, they counter it and still get to the quarterback. And you don't pile up that many sacks. What do you have, 4 in the game last week? Without having some go-to moves with counters.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Here we go. 13! 21! 21!
Garoppolo now. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Geno Atkins in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Detroit!
Back to throw now on first down. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
And now look at him go. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. A good pickup there, a 22.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. They'll run it now out of the gun. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Gone!
Looking to throw. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Lucky 56.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he's in. Touchdown, Bengals. In for the score. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And a rout is on here in this first half. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. Oh, eluding the tackle. And he will be marked out right there at the 20-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
Now a handoff, running off, tackle right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Bullock will put this one through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Garoppolo. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And give him a gain of 37. Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
6. Go ahead. Got 3 down.
To throw is Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Back to that Philly. Here we go. Now let's go.
They start on the ground with Pumphrey. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Set. 3-19. 3-19. Watch the pass. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
I can't believe they let you play.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. On second down, Kamara. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On third and long, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to loft one, deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Cincinnati. 48 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the back. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see.
21, 21.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And incomplete on the deep ball. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now look at 56.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals just continue to pour it on. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And now he bowls him over. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Houston. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They run it again with Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Wait, 80! 11. 6.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Texans send the punter out, standing just outside his own goal line. Taken in at the 11. Heck of a move. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll run here with Pumphrey, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen. Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the 1st quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have 1 right now. Look at the scoreboard. Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball. Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort. Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield? I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away. Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game. Hard to believe, because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now let's go!
It's Pumphrey on the toss, and they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for the Bengals. 52 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Wait. 6, 12.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Garoppolo on 1st down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
11.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. That's caught by Butler over the middle. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Shakes off the sand. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
He'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Back to throw here. Caught Eifert over the middle. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Elsewhere, they're on to the 4th quarter at MetLife Stadium. And the Ravens have wound up winning that football game. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And that will write a finish to this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cincinnati, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Houston, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.